Good morning, everyone. My name is Spencer Arshinoff, and this project is looking at whether or not sensory differences in autism spectrum disorder help explain emotional dysregulation and anxiety in children. One of the biggest challenges faced by kids with autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, is anxiety. 54% of children with ASD have an anxiety disorder. This is much higher than average, although it's not exactly clear why this number is so much higher. One of the possibilities is that it has to do with sensory sensitivity. As you may already know, one of the traits seen in ASD is atypical sensory sensitivity, which could lead to anxiety. Another possible reason for high rates of anxiety in ASD is the inability to regulate emotions. For our study, we recruited 31 children with ASD and 37 typically developing children and asked their parents to assess their anxiety levels, emotion regulation ability, and sensory sensitivity to see if they were correlated. So, not super surprisingly, we found that anxiety and sensory sensitivity were correlated in participants with ASD and not typically developing participants. But for anxiety and emotion dysregulation, the opposite was true. There was a correlation only in typically developing participants. Based on the previous literature, we expected the opposite. It's possible that our sample sizes just weren't large enough, or that the male to female ratio of the ASD group was off. So what does this mean? Well, if sensory sensitivity and anxiety are related in ASD, we still have to figure out which one causes the other, or if there is a third unrelated factor that is associated with both. Also, this could mean that we need to reconsider how we treat anxiety in children with ASD. Maybe our approach needs to keep in mind the sensory aspect. Thank you all for listening. To learn more, you can visit poster number 15 on the Research Day 2021 website.